So say you look at the case. We just need to ease it.
Because she removed it from the 15th.
So let me do this.
This exam for today.
No,
No, this is 15. Where you see 12? Oh, that's when I see. Unnecessary.
That's what, so we go with this. Oh, perfect. Okay. So since there was evidence here, instead of like clicking it.
Hey,
I see
Cynthia.
you something and you do this. So good morning. Clicking it, like you can click it. Sign it to the question, but you got. Yeah, I made some. What happened? You probably don't know yourself. So if you do the trade service, you will save is, then if you type in, we should put on.
Is that enough for you to get something?
So see, once your case is created.
Good morning, Mr. Anthony Jones. Can you hear me?
Did you find it?
No. About to call her and see if she remembers it.
Because I can check.
Mr. Anthony Jones, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good. All right, I have you checked in. We're just waiting on your attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You can put your device back on mute.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Harrison, can you hear me? I don't think, he can't hear me. He ain't even paying attention. Mr. Harrison, can you hear me? Good morning. Anyone else need to check in that has not checked in?
Morning, Madam Clerk. Attorney Andrew Sullivan here on DeCarlos Latham.
All right, can I have your P number, Constance? Oh, there it is. I see it. 84261. Thank you.
Of course, thank you.
Yes, good morning, Madam Clerk, and good morning, Your Honor. Brandon Burr here for DeMarco Harrison.
All right, he is on, but I think he's having trouble with audio. I've been trying to get his attention, but
I think I'm in.
Oh, you can hear me now.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good. Okay, your attorney's on. We'll call your case shortly, okay?
Okay.
What's Brown's first name?
Lavelle. You found it?
No, I called Brown.
All right, I'm ready. I got,
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
you need to-
You ready?
This one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready? The 36th District Court, City of Detroit City, Michigan, is now in session with the Honorable Ronald Giles presiding.
Parties ready on parties ready on Ernest Montgomery.
Ready.
Calling case number 2357129, the people of the state of Michigan versus Ernest Montgomery. Defendant is charged with count 1, larceny, $20,000 or more. Count 2, stolen property, receiving and concealing, $20,000 or more. Count 3, scrap metal, habitual offender. For notice, this matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
Good morning, Judge Giles. This is Attorney Susan Dunn. My P number is 58696. I represent Ernest Montgomery.
Montgomery, can you state your name for the record, please?
Ernest Andrew Montgomery.
Thank you. All right, counsel.
Your Honor, we'd like to set an exam this morning. My client would like to have a live exam. If the date goes over 21 days from the arraignment, he's willing to waive any objection to going over the 21 days so that I may conduct this exam for him.
All right, I don't go over 21 days. You know, although he has that right to have it within 21 days, scale holds me to the responsibility of doing them before 21 days. So I don't waive them like that.
All right, Judge.
You're available Tuesday, June 20th at 9 o'clock?
I cannot do that day, Judge. I'm sorry. I'm in a trial all day that day.
And when does your trial start and finish?
It's an all-day trial. It's actually a juvenile termination of parental rights trial from 9 to mid-afternoon.
Well, those are one of the only cases we hold precedence over, but I'll give you another date. Wednesday, June 21st at 9 o'clock.
I can do that, Judge.
Yeah, because your entry, you know, looks good and perfect. I don't have.
And for the record, Judge, I do have discovery. I received it. Email.
Okay. All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We'll see you back then.
Thank you. See you next week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Welcome.
Yeah, no. Yeah. All right. All right, thank you.
21st, right? 21st. 21st at 9 o'clock.
Parties ready on DeMarco Harrison. Calling case number 2357255. The people of the state of Michigan versus DeMarco Harrison. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon. Count 2, weapons, ammunition, possession by a felon. Count 3, weapons carried concealed. Count 4, weapons, felony firearm. Third notice. Count 5, weapons, felony firearm. Third notice. Habitual offender, fourth notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
And yes, Your Honor, if it please this honorable court, Brandon Bird on behalf of DeMarco Harrison, P83734. Please state your full name for the record, Mr. Harrison.
DeMarco Rayshawn Harrison.
Thank you. All right, what's your pleasure, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to set this matter for a preliminary examination. And also, if we could please request the paper discovery. We did receive the digital discovery, but we just need the paper discovery.
I'll make sure you have that this morning.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bird, just in case you don't get it, you need to send in a order for discovery. Because I can act on my orders, so I don't have that order. It's not a whole lot I can do. All right?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Are you available June 20th at 9 o'clock?
Actually, I would be unavailable that day. Is there any way that we could set it for the 21st, Your Honor? Or for that afternoon?
I can do the 21st at 9 o'clock.
21st at 9 o'clock is good, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you. All right, anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you. Conclude the hearing.
Thank you.
Good morning. Anyone else need to check in that has not checked in?
Yes, ma'am. This is Attorney Samuel Chirikian. Mr. Blunt on a PCC.
All right, are you ready or are you waiving your client's appearance or you want to wait? I don't see
No,
him in the waiting room.
I'll waive him.
All right. June 21st at 9 o'clock. Calling case number 2356405, the people of the state of Michigan versus DeLorean Blunt. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P 86029.
Good morning, Your Honor. Samuel Chirikian appearing on behalf of Mr. Blunt. My P number is 29888. And with the court's permission, I'm going to waive his presence.
Court will waive his presence for the purpose of this hearing. Send this matter for exam.
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you available June 20th at 9 o'clock?
I'm sorry, sir. I am not. I'm in federal court that day.
How about June 22nd at 9 o'clock?
I'm in Macomb Circuit. I can do the 21st, but I can't do the 20th or the 22nd.
Got some set on the 21st. The 23rd at 9 o'clock.
No, I got to be in federal court that morning in front of Judge Michelson. I can do the 26th.
I'm curious. Schedule for following week.
All week or just the 22nd?
No week. A lot of these I'm going to go to anyway. Second.
I'm sorry.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, sure. No, thank you.
So the 28th, there was nothing on there.
Okay. Okay, 26 at 9.
26th at 9. That works, Judge.
All right.
Could we make it 9:30?
9:30.
That's great. Thank you very much. I appreciate the accommodation. We'll see you on the 26th at 9:30. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Good morning, Attorney Sullivan. Where did he go? Did he get on? Oh, there he is. Mr. Sullivan, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, your client is on. I just brought him in from the waiting room.
Thank you.
Mr. Houston,
Good morning, Madam Clerk.
good morning.
Hello.
Yes, your name?
Mr. Latham.
All right. I have you on. I'll get ready to call your case, okay? Your attorney is on also.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk.
Calling case.
I'm sorry.
Calling case number 2357217, the people of the state of Michigan versus DeCarlos Latham. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon, count 2, weapons carrying concealed, count 3, weapons thrown a firearm, habitual offender for notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P 86029.
And good morning, Judge. Neighborhood Defender Service by Andrew Sullivan, P 84261, here representing DeCarlos Latham. Mr. Latham, can you state your name for the record?
Mr. DeCarlos Latham.
Mr. Latham, so you know, in the future, I don't do t-shirts or sweats in my courtroom. All right, please wear a shirt with a collar.
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. Sullivan.
Yes, Judge. I have digital and paper discovery. I will be submitting to the court a discovery order just in case there's any additional Brady or Giglio information. Of course, I'm requesting that. And then we're also ready to schedule this for an in-person examination.
All right, are you available June 20th at 9 o'clock?
Yes, Judge.
All right, is there anything else?
Nothing additional for the defense, Judge.
All right, thank you. I'll conclude the hearing. Thank you, Mr. Latham.
Mr. Latham, are you available on the 20th? Just to double check.
At 9.
Yeah. I know you.
First.
Yes, I should be. I shouldn't have any doctor's appointments that day.
Very good. All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Did you have a question, Mr. Houston?
Yes, Madam Clerk, I just learned late yesterday that my client is actually in custody, awaiting sentencing in a separate case. And the sentencing hearing is set for I want to say that I think the 30th of June. Check that date.
Is she in Wayne County Jail? I don't see her on the jail list.
Yes, she is. Her last name is hyphenated, and if you use that hyphenated version, you'll find it. She's awaiting sentencing before. Trying to think of the judge. Cusick, Judge Cusick.
Yeah, she's Rachel Charles Lambert.
That's right. It's hyphenated. I had a lot of trouble, but I finally tracked her down. Finally.
Okay, so let me call the case. Counselor, what'd you say? You said Wayne County. So, did you want to try to wait, or you want to waive her appearance?
I want to waive her appearance and request
okay.
in-person preliminary exam before the 30th, her sentencing date.
All right. All right, Mr. Let me call the case.
Thank you.
Calling case number 2357229, the people of the state of Michigan versus Rachel Charles Lambert. Defendant is charged with count 1 and count 2, controlled substances, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P 86029.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court and your staff, Melvin Houston, P number 36280, appearing on behalf of Mrs. Rachel Charles Lambert, who I understand is in fact in custody at the Wayne County Jail awaiting sentencing set for June 30th before Judge Cusick in Wayne County Circuit Court. Her bond in this case was a personal bond, $2,500. So I was under a mistaken impression that she was out of custody. And after doing some double checking, I found that she's actually in custody and that her bond has been set in that other case at $50,000. So she's going nowhere prior to the 30th. And all indications are she'll probably be incarcerated at sentencing. So I'd ask the court to waive her appearance today and set the matter for a preliminary exam.
Court will waive her appearance for purpose of today's hearing. Are you available June 22nd, 9 o'clock?
Take a look at that. Yes, Your Honor, I will be in Wayne County, but I can certainly appear at that hearing.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Your Honor. Stay safe, everyone.
You too.
Good morning, Ms. Reed.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you? What case are you on?
I'm on Harrison.
Harrison was retained out.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. So I have. Good morning. Anyone else need to check in that has not checked in?
That would be me.
You ready,
RG,
Counselor?
my client has not appeared, and to my knowledge, she's out. So do we want to wait a while or no?
It's up to you. I don't see her in the waiting room. I mean, yeah, her or he.
I'm fine with calling it.
All right. Calling case number 2356365. The people of the state of Michigan versus RG Watson. Defendant is charged with count 1, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
And Brian Schaff on behalf of RG Watson, P68271.
All right. Is your client on? You will waive his appearance.
I'll waive appearance.
All right, court will waive his appearance for purpose of this hearing. Set an in-person exam. Are you available June 22nd at 9 o'clock?
I am not.
June 23rd at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
We'll see you then. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Charles Lambert, Rachel Cheney. June 22nd at 9 o'clock. Two more PCCs. All right, this, what's his name? Daniel Arm.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones, we're just waiting on your attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Attorney
Yes, ma'am.
General. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, we heard you. Thank you.
PCC too. Yes, yes, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Oh, Yankees, Mr. Ganecki said he'll be about 10 minutes. He's he's on Mr. Jones.
Yes,
No, your attorney should be on in about 10 minutes, okay, Mr. Jones?
yes, ma'am.
Oh, here's Mr. Good morning, Mr. Arm.
Good morning.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Calling case number 2259246, the people of the state of Michigan versus Desmond Burnett. Defendant is charged with count 1, larceny in a building, habitual offender for notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
Good morning, Daniel R. P61807 on behalf of Mr. Burnett.
Mr. Arm, I do my PCCs at 8:30, all right? You understand?
Yes.
Thank you. You want to waive your client's appearance for the purpose of this hearing?
Yes, sir.
All right, court will waive his appearance for the purpose of this hearing. You available for exam June 22nd at 9 o'clock?
Let me see. No, that have to be doctors.
I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
Medical appointment that day, Judge.
June 23rd at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, sir.
That would be fine.
Okay.
That's it. In court?
That's in person, yes, sir.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope, nothing further.
Thank you. That concludes the hearing.
This exam is at 10 o'clock.
Hmm?
Thank you.
It's in my car. They left it in my car.
I'm gonna send you a template. So I just did it not sent it to you. But when you get a check for it. I'll show you.
Yep, I just
So what I
bought
highlighted
some.
and all the things that's awesome.
Yeah, because it really nothing in there that indicated she might have did something else with it.
I mean, how you do it though. You gotta do it now, you know. First, you gotta do it. Yeah, that's the same radio or whatever. And it's way down.
It is a box.
You understand?
I just brought them the
I'll
other
show
day.
you how you do it.
Hold on. Okay.
No. I know we have. Yeah.
Oh, while I'm up here. Put this on. Got it. Good morning, Mr. Konecki.
Good morning, Madam Clerk. I'm on Anthony Jones.
All right, you ready? Your client is on.
Yep, we're ready. Thank you.
Calling case, I'm sorry, you ready? Calling case number 2357233, the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Jones. The defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon, count 2, ammunition, possession by a felon, count 3, weapons, felony, firearms, second notice, count 4, weapons, felony, firearms, second notice, count 5, weapons carried concealed, habitual offender, third notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Hold on, Abe, I need 1 minute, please.
Well, we did. Yeah, I did. That's why I was like, wait a minute. No, when he came in, I turned it. Miss Watson. Right, that's what I was trying to find out.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Good morning, your next court date is June 23rd at 8:00. Can you hear me?
June 23rd. Yes, you said June 23rd at what time?
June 23rd at 9:00 a.m. in person. That's here at 36th District Court, not on Zoom.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So am I done here? Can you hear me?
No, you're breaking up. You have a very bad connection.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Yeah. Miss, I just don't want her talking. Might just send her a message.
All right, my apologies. Appearances on Jones.
Governor, for the people, Philip Henderson, P86029.
And may it please the court, Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Jeffrey Konecki, P64800, on behalf of Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, can you state your name for the record, please?
Anthony Jones.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, send the matter for exam.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're available June 22nd at 9:00.
I'm not, Your Honor. I started armed robbery jury trial on the 20th that I anticipate going pretty much all of that week. I could be available if the court has availability on the 30th.
Oh, I'm not, no, I'm not putting it out that far.
I have a jury trial on the 20th and the 26th.
They don't do them on Friday.
They are going on Fridays, especially with the short week next week.
Or I can push it out as the 28th. I got my requirements to have this done by a certain time also.
I mean, Your Honor, I can set it for the 28th, but I'm straight with the court that I've scheduled to start another jury trial on the 26th that I anticipate going 2 to 3 days. So I'm just being.
You're gonna have to work it out. You're gonna have to
I'm
get
just
some
making sure the court's
assistance.
aware.
Well, if you don't show up, I'll just get it reassigned. That's all I can do.
Okay.
But I understand you're busy, so are we, and I'm required to do these in 14 days. And 14 days is the 28th. I'll put it 28th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'm done.
You're done. You can sign out. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. Right, I saw the PCCs, exams.
Who is this? Attorney? Attorney? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
There's
attorney.
somebody.
Good morning, counselor.
Hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Okay, this is Attorney Sahar Faraz checking in. I have a preliminary examination scheduled for 10. However, I'm still backed up at Third Circuit Court and I've been trying to call and I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm just across the street, but I have a pretrial scheduled that was for 9 o'clock that I had let Judge Giles know beforehand, but there's no court reporter or court clerk, so that's what we're waiting on, unfortunately.
They want to adjourn?
I'm sorry?
Is your client covered? Is your client covered? They should be. Have you talked to them? Yeah, they should be. Oh, okay.
All right, I'll
The-
let the. Huh?
I'm sorry, was the prosecutor saying if the witnesses were coming or not?
They are.
He said they are coming.
Okay. So what would the court like for me to do? Adjourn it or just
No,
show up once
yeah.
I'm done?
Yeah, can you call back at 10? Try to call back and see and give us any updates.
Would you like me to call or sign into Zoom? Because I was calling the court number and I'm not sure if it went through.
Yeah, that's fine. If you can sign in the Zoom, that's fine too. Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I apologize.
Right. But I will let the
Thank you.
judge know. I'll get heads up.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Good morning, Mr. Burnett. Can you hear me?
Yeah. That's what I got.
Can he not hear me?
You don't have it on.
Huh?
You don't have it.
I just turned it back on. I don't think his audio is connected. Can you hear me, Mr. Burnett? Hello? Maybe not. Oh, yeah, it's now it says connected. He's still trying to figure it out.
I think so, but, this is.
Can you hear me?
One post that one time, then you gotta say, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me, Mr. Burnett? Do you see I said Ernest too?
Yeah.
I'll have to call him, like, are you talking about me? You must be talking about me. That was good. I wanted to start bust out laughing. Like, what?
Yeah.
Hey, Kitty, whatever you can, go get there's the document.
Oh, Lord.
We need it so I can check out the prisoners.
Oh, Lord. So you mean tomorrow's docket?
Kitty,
Oh, Lord.
I need M&M.
Oh, good grief.
Kitty.
Huh?
So defense attorney emailed me about a case tomorrow, and they're gonna be waiving, he said, are we able to do a sign and fly?
No. A
So-
sign and fly on a waiver?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, he can log in.
Go in,
He can do it on Zoom for a waiver.
I'll tell him he could be on Zoom, but his client needs to be in person.
If it's a waiver, yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I got them.
Wait, Tim. Oh, that's the one where the old ladies, all the way.
What case is that?
Tomorrow with Collier,
Oh, yeah.
Tevin Collier.
Oh, okay, that's our 9:30. Impersonating an officer.
Oh, yeah, there's like photos, like it's insane. It's like-
Mr. Burnett, can you hear me? You're chilling in the bed.
Oh.
And the bed was closed on.
He's just chilling.
Thank God for that.
He's chilling. Can you hear me, Mr. Burnett? Can you hear me? He can't hear me. He can see me waving, but he can't hear me. Let me send him a little message.
Tell them to call, pick up your phone, tell them to call you.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone.
Go ahead, Ms. Constance, I know you're ready to rap, don't sing a song.
Give them
Call
an
Apple,
international
Bomb,
signal
and
for phone call.
Stone.
Do this. They'll call you.
You don't have a phone number.
Hello,
Oh, there he is.
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm new to this. I'm old.
That's okay.
All right. I figured it out.
I was
myself
trying to
today,
get your
man.
attention.
I saw you. I said something ain't right.
Oh, perfect. You just emailed me, and it says a waiver.
So, Mr. Burnett, who is his attorney? Mr. Burnett.
Mr.
Armstrong. Was it Armstrong?
It
I mean,
was
Arm.
Arm. Okay, so your attorney appeared on your behalf. He waived your presence. So your next court date is an exam. It's scheduled for June 23rd at 9 a.m. It's here at 36 District Court in person.
Okay.
Courtroom 233.
Okay.
Okay?
June
So make
23rd.
sure- Yes, no t-shirts, no sweats. Where you can wear a polo or something with a collar on it.
Okay.
Okay?
June 23rd, 9 o'clock.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
All right, see you. You're all set.
Thank you.
Contact with the
No contact.
Yeah, so, I think he's raspy.
No, he was, larceny.
I know, that's that old lady that was here.
On this one, on him? Oh, this is larceny in the building. Oh,
You got, you locked up.
so he,
Priest.
is,
That's about all I can give you.
is Taylor Hatcher here?
Yeah.
Taylor Hatchet is here.
Then we'll just call him.
That's if they want to wait, we get the judges. You got the officers here, right?
Got the
Yeah,
officers here.
Good morning, counselor. I see you back. Any
Yeah.
updates?
Judge is not on the bench yet, or he's about, I heard that he's just about to take the bench. Is my clients there?
Yes.
And are the witnesses there?
I have the
I'm sorry, I
officer.
can't hear you.
Yeah, he has an officer here.
But the complaint is,
Oh,
The victim's not here yet.
oh, the victim's not here yet.
Oh, there's a victim on
yes, there is.
They're called Judge Johnson.
What did Judge Giles say that he'd like to do?
Actually, he hasn't been back down. I didn't even know it was 10 o'clock yet until you logged on.
What does the persecutor want to do? Spit it out.
We could do it in German if you want to do that.
Well,
Well,
Well, the judge ain't gonna determine.
He's most likely not gonna adjourn it though.
You're gonna dismiss it or it's gonna be waived?
Most will give you a dismissal or waiver. Or if you wanna hold.
Well, if the complaining witness is not there, we're not going to waive. We're going to ask for dismissal. Because the complaining witness is there.
They say nice try.
Right.
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
That's right, tell him, girl.
Right?
She said, right here.
That's not gonna work.
Ah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's almost that time.
I mean, I'm surprised the judge ain't came back down here. So I don't know.
Will the judge, will the judge allow me to appear via Zoom so I can explain, and then also we can put the dismissal on the record if the complaining witness has not showed up by that time?
Yeah, he should, yes.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll let him know you tied up at Frank Murphy.
You let them know that prosecutor needs to waive.
Yeah. I'll try.
That's what I'm saying.
So, Ty, can you, call the judge and see if,
Okay.
I just tried to call the complaint and she went straight to voicemail, so this will be a dismissal.
What's her name?
maybe she's here.
Maybe she is.
Yeah, you don't know.
Her name is Jessica Taylor.
Oh, I didn't say it.
That is probably right now.
I wonder if, the attorney knows.
Okay, okay, good. All right. He's coming down now, the judges.
Thank you. Can you also let my client know that I'm on Zoom? I texted and called, but I believe he probably left his phone in the car.
You can bring him in.
We're gonna bring her.
Okay.
Is it a
Thank you.
mail?
Yes.
Yeah, mine.
You're not there?
No.
No. You can bring her client in there. The judge is on his way out. Okay. Good.
Today is 6/14, right? I printed the docket for tomorrow over there. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I have to tell you.
So, and the first row sit in the middle. See you coming up there on the. Like this one.
Yep.
Your client's in the.
Your client's in the courtroom.
Good morning, Mr. Taylor Hatchett.
Good morning.
Can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah.
I apologize that I'm not there. I texted and called. I'm stuck across the street on another matter. But it looks like the complaining witness for the case is not showing up, so we're about to dismiss the case. But I'll give you a call after, okay? To talk to you on the phone.
You put the mic down. All right, good job. Good job. Good job.
That's right.
Right there.
As long as you don't just. Court is now back in session.
Judge, the attorney on the 10 o'clock is on Zoom. She has called and she was on Zoom earlier also, about 45 minutes ago. She's stuck at Frank Murphy. She's still over there, huh? Yeah, and you ready, Chris? Calling case number 2357151, the people of the state of Michigan versus Armani Taylor Hatchett. Defendant is charged with count 1, stolen property, receiving and concealing motor vehicle, count 2, motor vehicle, unlawful driving away. This matter is scheduled for exam.
Good morning, Judge. Alex Waring on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Sahar Faraj appearing on behalf of Mr. Taylor Hatchett, who appears in person. Mr. Taylor Hatchett, can you please state your name for the record?
Armani Thomas Taylor Hatchett.
Go forward.
The people are unable to proceed as the necessary witnesses fail to appear.
Your Honor, at this moment in time, we ask that the case against Mr. Taylor Hatchett be dismissed due to the complaining witness's failure to appear.
Right, that's without prejudice.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, Mr. Taylor Hatchett.
No, I got
You gotta tell, how many you gotta tell them? Okay,
We'll give you
we'll give you some paperwork.
And I have one more person. Car. To see if I can get it on hold. They got it on hold.
Call, did you hear that, Counselor?
No, I didn't. No, what was that?
He has a question about the car.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can finally get it on hold because they got it on hold.
Yeah,
They
so
wanted me
once
to
you
go
get your dismissal paperwork, you can take that to the towing company. But I said I'll give you a call and I'll let you know that information, okay?
Okay.
Can I get her P number? Kitty, can I get her P number?
Yes.
Oh, your P number?
85175.
Thank you.
The RNC, UDAA, they're not gonna release that card, man.
Oh.
Can I sign out? Do you guys need anything else for me?
That's it, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm certainly not gonna sign an order.
Is that his card?
Doesn't look like it's a stolen car.
Is that his vehicle?
He said the case is dismissed, so it must be.
No, case is dismissed. Don't mean it's dismissed.
Well, he thought it's over?
Yeah, no.
Whose car?
No, but it's an RNC.
She made it sound like it was her car.
Oh,
She
that's why
asked me.
is that
Yeah,
his
she
car?
asked me that question.
What? Oh my God. Go get the car.
Yeah.
But she asked about her car before he
Oh,
asked.
so it's her car.
Oh, that's.
She asked what's a certain detective here.
That's interesting.
Oh, sorry.
Wouldn't that be something? She didn't check in. But we called for, what's she saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Huh?
Did we turn that?
Yeah, it was on. I just turned it off. Yeah. there.
Yeah, we got a whole.
We ready?
Okay, a minute. Yes, I've talked to my client, he said he wants to wait.
You ready, Council? Calling case number 235781, the people of the state of Michigan versus Lavelle Brown. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. Count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Count 3, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. This matter is scheduled for exam.
Good morning, Judge Alex Ring on behalf of the people, P number P86590.
And good morning, Honor Robert McCoy, P63057, on behalf of Mr. Lavelle Brown, who stands to my right. And I've had the opportunity to talk with Mr. Brown. He's indicated he wants to waive and have this proceed to the circuit court. Is that correct, Mr. Brown? Okay.
Mr. Brown, you understand that you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam with statement show by probable cause crime is committed. And probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam? Okay. You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having the opportunity to talk to your attorney. You sign the waiver of examination form? People have any objection?
No objection.
All right, so I find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam and bound over Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be June 28th at 9 o'clock.
Your Honor, you said June 28th at 9?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Oh, and Your Honor, on the other matter, if you get a chance, it'd be great to have you come out, like, we're doing that next Tuesday.
Oh, I'm not gonna be here next
Is
week.
that weird? Okay.
Yeah. Next time I'll be up in Idlewild.
Oh, okay. Well, spread the word if anybody else might be available.
I will.
Okay, thank you.
As the court knows, Ms. Swoop just arrived momentarily. She still needs time, a few minutes, if the court would give us, for her to decide if she wants to hold or waive the examination. I don't want to pressure her into waiving. It seems that she still has questions.
Give me time to answer the question, but Ms. Mute, your case was here set for 11 o'clock. In this court means 11 o'clock. It means 11:02, 11:05, 11:10, 39, 11:15. Means 11 o'clock. All right?
Yes.
You know, I don't have people sitting around waiting on me. I never have.
I'm
For
sorry.
over 17 years, I'm here on time. I'll make sure I get my cases on time. I don't want you waiting either. All right?
Exam waiver form, I can show her what she's waiving if she decides, so decides. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Calling case number 2357161, the people of the state of Michigan versus Carnella Smoot. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed, count 2, weapons taser, possession or sale of, count 3, weapons found in firearm. Matter is scheduled for exam.
Good morning, Your Honor. Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the honorable court, Attorney Wright, P82097, on behalf of Ms. Smoot, who stands to my right. Please state your name. Carnella Smoot.
All right, thank you. Ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. The state calls Officer Armin Harba to the stand.
Trooper Armin Harba. A-R-M-I-N, last name is Harba, H-A-R-B-A. B-A. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Mayor, our firm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have a seat, please.
Good morning. Could you please introduce yourself to the court?
Good morning. My name is Armin Harba. I'm a trooper with the Michigan State Police, 10 years of experience.
And Officer Harba, were you working on May 31st, 2023?
I was.
And did something happen on that day that brought you into court here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us how that began?
Okay. I was operating a semi-marked patrol car. I also had a partner, Trooper Milbacher, who was sitting in the passenger seat. I was traveling, actually, I was stopped at a traffic light, a red traffic light, northbound M39 Service Drive. When I observed,
Okay, let me stop you there. I just want to ask you, break it up and ask you some more questions.
Sure.
First of all, you said you were at M39?
Correct. I was on patrol M39 Service Drive at Grand River.
Okay.
At a red traffic light.
Is that in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne?
Yes.
Okay. And what if anything did you observe?
I observed a vehicle passing my bout, traveling eastbound on Grand River. Male, black passenger, no seatbelt, but a female driver operating a motor vehicle.
Okay, and after you saw this vehicle, what did you do?
I made a right turn, at which point I entered the plate affixed to the motor vehicle in lien, and was able to obtain a return from lien, which indicated that the vehicle was not insured.
Okay. After you saw that the vehicle was not insured, what did you do?
I attempted to conduct a traffic stop. I initiated my emergency lights on.
Okay. When you turned on your emergency lights, what happened?
The driver of the vehicle just continued to drive. A lot of commotion began happening in the car. The vehicle was swerving left and right and proceeded to drive for approximately almost a quarter mile prior to stopping.
Okay. While you were driving, what, if anything, did you observe?
There was a lot of furtive movements from the passenger, and generally in the glove compartment area. The driver was hectic, but she remained with her hand on the steering wheel, looking over at me, glancing back, speaking back and forth with the passenger.
Okay, let me clarify something you said. You said that she glanced over at you. Where was your vehicle?
My patrol vehicle was mostly there during the duration of the, I guess, her coming to a stop. It was almost halfway to the outside, and then half of my patrol car would have been almost behind the left half of her vehicle.
Okay, Did it stay like that for the duration of the pursuit, or did it ever change?
I mean, it changed back and forth. I'm not really sure how much, it variated, but I attempted to move over to the side to just kind of get a better look through the rear passenger window and the rear driver's side window, as I maintained, visual on the back window.
Okay. Did the vehicles ever stop?
It did. It eventually did come to a stop.
Okay, what did you do at that point?
Both myself and Trooper Milbacher exited the vehicle, approached the suspect vehicle at that point, and ordered the two subjects out of the suspect vehicle.
Okay, did they comply?
They did. Yes.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
They were both detained.
Okay. Do you see either of those occupants in the court here today?
Yes, sir. The driver of that suspect vehicle is here in court today.
Okay, could you point out the driver and identify them by an article of clothing?
Yes, she's wearing a black sweater with two necklaces on. I believe that's a handbag across her chest.
Your Honor, if the record could reflect that the officers identified the defendant in this case. Okay. Once you detained them, what did you do?
At that point, we conducted our initial investigation, during which I observed a short barrel between the driver's seat and the center console there on the ground. The barrel was facing upwards.
You need to clean it up, but you started off by saying you started to conduct something, and then you went straight into saying a weapon. I'm lost.
Okay.
At this point.
I believe you said you were conducting an investigation.
Yes, so we were further in our investigation.
Okay, so what did you investigate? What did you do?
So, while we were speaking with the two involved, I observed the short barrel rifle on the ground in between, on the floorboard, I guess, directly in front of the center console and the driver's seat, which would be to the left of the driver's seat, or to the right of the driver's seat, and to the left of the center console. It was a short barrel rifle with the front of the barrel facing upwards.
Help me out here. Is that in the front of the vehicle or in the back?
It's in the rear, behind the driver's seat, on the floorboard, so it'd be in front of the rear seat on the floorboard, behind the driver's seat on the right side, and behind the center console, which is right next to the driver's seat, to the left of that.
Okay. You said you observed that. Were you in the car or out of the car?
I was outside of the vehicle. I observed that through the rear passenger side window.
Okay, so what did you do after that?
I recovered the firearm, at which point we conducted a probable cause search of the vehicle. And
what if anything did you find when you did that?
during the course of the probable cause search of the vehicle, I located two pistols hidden behind the glove box compartment. The pistols were hidden almost in a stack, so there was one pistol, the second pistol was directly behind it, and the glove compartment was unable to close, therefore it was open. I also located a taser in the center console. Further conducting the search, I observed and seized a open container of alcohol, which was located on the side of the driver's seat.
Okay. Could you, the rifle that you said you recovered, could you describe that?
Yes, sir. It's a short barrel rifle. The rifle was what we consider a ghost gun. It had no serial number on it, and there was no way for us to identify to whom that rifle belonged to.
Did you speak with the defendant on scene?
On scene, I did speak to her. She was Mirandized by Trooper Milbacher. I did attempt to conduct an interview.
Were you present while she was Mirandized?
I was, actually, yeah. I was within a foot away.
Okay. did you hear her waive her rights?
I did, yes.
Okay, or did she, I'm sorry, did you hear her acknowledge that she understood her?
I did, yes.
Okay. And did she agree to speak?
She did, yes.
Was that reduced to writing?
I can't hear you.
Was did you make like a transcript of that? Did you reduce it to writing, or was it oral?
No, sir, it was oral.
Your Honor, I suppose I allow defense counsel to work out on voluntariness of the statement.
Sure. Mr. Boyer, that's right.
No, I do not.
Okay, Your Honor, I would ask that the court, accept the statement as freely and voluntarily given.
What statement
No,
is it?
well, I'll make a ruling. The client made a statement after being Mirandized, said that it was Mirandized in front of his officer. He didn't do it, but it was done in his presence. So if you wish to voir dire as to the condition under which she was Mirandized, whether or not your client received, understood, and voluntarily waived her rights and made a statement, you can do so now. Otherwise, I'm gonna make a decision as to whether or not she received, understood, voluntarily waived her right. Remain silent, her Miranda right.
Well, just on the Miranda issue.
Yep.
Mr. Trooper, so, you were not the trooper that Mirandized Ms. Smoot?
No, ma'am.
Correct. Were you standing there when Ms. Smoot was granted her Miranda rights?
I was, yes.
Or were you back at the patrol vehicle?
No, I was directly at the rear passenger side, the rear driver's side, door. Ms. Smoot was being read her Miranda rights by Trooper Milbacher at the rear, driver's side bumper.
And do you know if, Ms. Smoot was under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the time?
I do not know.
But you do admit that you found a bottle of open alcohol in the vehicle?
Absolutely, yes. ma'am.
And where did you find that bottle of
It
open
was,
alcohol?
well, attempted to be concealed, but on the side of the driver's seat.
It was on the driver's seat. And where was Ms. Smoot located in the vehicle?
The driver's seat.
Another issue.
All right, Your Honor, we need a motion to admit the statement and then
At
it's read
this
it
point, it's not clear to me, so I got a few questions. You said that the other trooper read the Miranda rights, right?
That's right.
Okay, after he read them to her, or she read them herself?
Trooper Milbacher read, Ms. Smoot her rights directly off the departmentally issued Miranda warnings cards.
Okay, and then what's the next thing that happened?
The next thing that happened, we attempted to conduct interviews while at the scene, but we're unsuccessful in doing so just because of everything that was going on.
Okay, yeah. Was she? You didn't ask her if she understood her rights, correct?
Trooper Milbacher did, yes, sir. I didn't specifically,
Okay,
but as
that's why I
part
asked what was the next thing that happened.
Oh, I apologize. Yes, so the Miranda warnings are read. Then both subjects are asked if they understand their Miranda warnings and if they're going to give them up and speak their truth about the incident.
And there, Ms. Smoot's response to that was, and that was in your presence, correct?
Yes, sir.
What was her response?
They both agreed to
Oh,
speak.
her response, okay, fine.
Okay,
Her response.
she agreed to speak with truth about the incident.
Okay.
I'm gonna object to the statement at this time, Judge. The trooper that read Ms. Smoot her Miranda rights should be present and should be here, giving testimony regarding her waiver and also what was stated it's apparent that this trooper is not the trooper that Mirandized Ms. Smoot.
That would be, it was done in his presence, he was standing right there.
Your Honor, if I may.
So, anything else as to your client receiving, understanding, and waiving her Miranda rights?
Nothing further at this time, Judge.
All right, and the court's going to make a ruling that the defendant received, understood, waived her Miranda rights, and voluntarily made a statement. Go into the statement.
Okay, so after she waived her rights, after she waived her Miranda rights, what did she say?
So initially, she advised that, the reason that she didn't stop is because she was attempting to, conceal, open container of alcohol. However, the interviews.
Yeah, you lost. You said she was.
She advised that she was attempting to conceal an open container of alcohol, which I located on the side. However, due to everything that was going on while at the scene, we decided to take both subjects and transport them back to the state police post in Taylor, at which point they were both.
What objection? He's testifying in the narrative now.
Okay. At the scene, after being read her rights at the scene, is that the only thing she said regarding consuming some alcohol?
Would I be able to review the report?
Refresh your memory.
Yes, please.
Your Honor, may I approach and show the witness's statement? To refresh his recollection.
His report, what statement?
Or may I show him his report to refresh his recollection?
Yeah. Did you show it to counsel first?
Trooper, I'm showing you your report that you wrote.
No, I don't testify. Just hand him that's his report there. Just hand it to him.
I'm showing you this. Can you take a look at it and see if you recognize it?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
It is the initial interview of Ms. Smoot at the time of this.
Okay, can you
The interview or his report? Now, which one is it? You told me you were showing him his report. I asked for the seat to refresh his recollection.
I am showing him his report. Is that your report?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Could you look at it and refresh your recollection?
And then put it down.
Yes.
Yeah, hand it back.
Yes.
Has your recollection been refreshed?
Yes.
Was there anything else that Ms. Smoot said on scene?
Yes, Ms. Smoot advised that she was delivering tacos. She also advised that the taser that was located in the center console was hers, that she purchased it from a female subject. And I believe that was it.
Did you ask if she had a CPO?
I did. She advised that she did not have a CPO.
Nothing further at this time, Your Honor.
Right.
You said you were in a semi-marked patrol car. Can you describe what a how a semi-marked patrol car looks?
Yes, ma'am. I drive a 2019 Ford Explorer gray in color with a Michigan State Police shield on the passenger side in yellow color.
So are there, these sirens
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
top of the vehicle?
The patrol vehicle is equipped with a full light package and emergency
What,
sirens.
I'm sorry, are there sirens lights on top of the Ford Explorer?
Yes, ma'am. The patrol car is equipped with a full emergency light package inside.
Does your testimony that the Ford Explorer has lights readily that someone outside of the vehicle can readily see and tell that there are police lights up on top of the vehicle, on the outside of the vehicle?
What, I'm not sure what you're asking me, ma'am.
Are there lights on the top of the vehicle?
Are you asking, is there lights on the roof of the vehicle?
Yes.
The lights that would be on the roof are in the windshield. There's two long lights. The vehicle is also equipped with 4 lights on the grill of the vehicle, 2 additional emergency lights on each.
So the average, I don't mean to cut you off, but the average person standing outside of the vehicle would not see lights on top of the vehicle.
Well, not on top of the vehicle because there's not a light on top. The light is in the top of the windshield.
Okay, and you state that you were on Grand River, that day traveling eastbound on Grand River.
No, ma'am. I stated that I was northbound M39 Service Drive, south of Grand River at a red traffic light.
You were you come into a red traffic light, and the defendant was in a vehicle traveling eastbound on Grand River.
I was stopped at a red traffic light at Grand River. The defendant was traveling eastbound on Grand River. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what's been marked as proposed exhibit 1. So your vehicle, was it equipped with a dash cam?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna show you, the defendant's proposed exhibit 1. I'm sorry. I will. Yes, I will. So this is a picture I'm holding up.
Say what it is.
Permission to approach.
Yes.
Do you recognize that photo?
I'm assuming this is from my patrol car.
Oh, do you recognize the photo? Let's see.
I've never seen this photo before. I mean, I've watched the video, but I'm not sure. Nobody's ever shown me a photo of this.
Okay.
Okay, do you recognize that intersection?
There's no markings on it there.
Okay. But you do admit that your vehicle was equipped with a dash cam?
I do, yes.
Okay.
But nothing on this photo indicates that this is my patrol car, nor is there any markings of the streets on this photo.
The night of the incident, was this the first time you patrolled the Grand River and Southfield area in Detroit, Michigan?
No, ma'am, I've been working here for 10 years.
For 10 years. So are you familiar with that would you say you're familiar with that intersection?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Okay, would you be able to recognize it if you saw that intersection?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so taking a look at that photo in your hand, does that photo look like the intersection of Grand River and Southfield to you?
I can't answer that question. There's no markings on this, ma'am.
Okay.
That would be speculation.
Out. So, thank you. So, would you agree that the street Grand River and Southfield, would you agree that you were on a one-way street?
I was traveling on a one-way street?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, it's a service drive. It's
Okay.
a northbound service drive.
Would you agree that the street you were on had 4 lanes?
Without myself looking at it, I can't confirm.
Well, you know Grand River, you know the area of Grand River, you know the street Grand River in Detroit, correct?
I do, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so are you familiar enough to know that it has 4 lanes to it?
I can't comment on that, ma'am, without.
Come on, Grand River or the service drive? If you're asking about the service drive.
Grand River and Southfield.
Those are 2 different streets. You're asking him about 4 lanes, whether or not.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Your
right.
question is unclear whether you're saying Grand River has 4 lanes or the service drive has 4 lanes.
So I'm waiting to get into the, because I could have did this by his dash cam, Your Honor. So I have joined the courts.
Give me an offer of proof. What are we doing?
I just,
Give me an offer of proof. What are we doing?
I
What
mean,
are you attempting to do? Let me make that clear.
well, I want to turn the court's attention to the fact that, the trooper was facing one way and the, driver was traveling eastbound across his vehicle.
Okay, so what? I got that already.
Okay.
I got it.
And I also wanted the court to, recognize that the trooper was in the third lane of
Okay.
the highway from the right.
So what?
Okay. And just the, which is why I wanted to show the video, but,
Okay,
so
if I take all that as true, what difference does it make?
so as you're right.
No, you're not talking to him, you're talking to me. You gotta answer my questions.
Okay, as the vehicle proceeds through the traffic intersection, I wanted to know if the trooper observed the vehicle violate any traffic laws.
He hasn't testified that he observed the vehicle violate.
So that's-
Hold on.
Okay,
He hasn't testified that he observed them violate any traffic laws at the point the vehicle passed his vehicle.
okay,
He testified, he then got behind the vehicle and ran the plate. And he ran the plate and it came back as not insured.
Yes.
Which is a traffic violation, so he made a traffic stop.
right. Well, I just like to know what was his reasoning for getting behind the vehicle? Can I
To
ask
run the
that?
plate.
Judge?
He already said it, to run the plate.
Well, what drew his attention to that vehicle? Can I ask him that, Judge? Can he answer that question?
You can, but it doesn't make a difference. For purposes of an exam, this is irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
I understand, Your Honor. That was one of the big questions, that was floating around, and one of the reasons we're probably holding this exam. The reason for the attention, on the vehicle in the first place.
Go ahead.
May I proceed? Okay. So Trooper, you were, at a red light, as you state, and Ms. Smooth's vehicle passes by you. You decide to jump behind her, get behind her, pursue her, correct?
What are you asking me, ma'am?
I didn't even answer.
I'm not understanding the question, Your Honor. She's asking me if I was pursuing the car?
You were at a red light and as.
Pursue or get behind. He got behind the vehicle.
Well, Judge, actually, he did not get behind the vehicle.
And how could he run a plate?
He initially got on the side of her. If the court would allow me to show the video, the dash cam, a lot
Okay,
of
to
this will
get
be.
to the side of her, he had to be behind her. If her vehicle went past him,
Yeah.
then he had to catch up with the vehicle to get beside the vehicle. You would agree with that?
I would
To
agree with
catch
that.
up with the vehicle, his vehicle would have been behind it.
I agree with that. He did get, okay, Judge,
So his vehicle was behind her vehicle at some point.
it was.
Okay,
Initially, he pulled along the passenger side, and
okay, so,
okay. And so I just need to flush out the facts for this is an examination, Judge. I need
this
to
is an
flush out-
exam, this is not trial.
Right.
You know,
Understood, Judge.
I don't, unless you got something that's relevant, I don't need to hear all that. But I will give you some leeway.
Understood.
If it's not going anywhere, I'm gonna stop it.
Understood, Judge. So you observed the black male with it's your testimony that you observed the black male with no seatbelt on, correct?
So, just again, to clarify your question here. When I came to a stop northbound Service Drive.
No, please. It's Harbor, right?
Yes, sir.
Harbor. Just answer our questions. If they're yes or no questions, yes or no. It'll go so much
Can
quicker.
you please repeat the question there?
My question was, you observed the black male passenger without a seatbelt, correct?
I observed a male black passenger with a white shirt past my belt going eastbound without wearing a seatbelt. Yes.
Okay. And what made you turn from your lane to pursue Ms. Smoot's vehicle?
The traffic violation that the male passenger was not wearing a seatbelt.
Was there any other reason you signaled for Ms. Smoot's vehicle?
Yes, ma'am, the vehicle was uninsured for Secretary of State.
Okay, so when you approached the vehicle, do you ask Ms. Smoot for insurance?
When I approached the vehicle, at which point, ma'am?
When you approached the vehicle, when you stopped the vehicle at some point,
Sure, yes.
Ms. Smoot pulled over and you stopped her. When you approached, did you approach the driver's side?
I did.
Okay, did you ask Ms. Smoot, the driver, for proof of insurance?
No, ma'am.
In fact, you first asked her for consent to search the vehicle, correct?
I don't recall what I first asked her. I asked you to step out of the vehicle.
I'm sorry?
I asked Ms. Smoot to step out of the vehicle. I actually ordered her to step out of the vehicle.
You ordered her out of the vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you pull her out of the vehicle?
Pull her?
Yes.
I didn't physically pull her, but she was ordered out of the vehicle, taken into custody. Yes.
Did you grab her hand to pull her out of the vehicle?
I don't recall if I grabbed her hand, no.
What was the purpose for ordering Ms. Smoot out of the vehicle?
The purpose of that was based on what had occurred or transpired prior to that point.
And what was that?
Would you like me to go through the whole motion of what happened from the time I initiated my lights to what, I guess, what are you asking?
Well,
you want me to testify to the whole progression?
No, just why did you order her out of the vehicle?
Well, I just answered that question. Because of what transpired from the time that I initiated my traffic stop, all the way to the point that the traffic stop was actually conducted.
Okay, so she, did Ms. Smoot, do anything to cause you to feel threatened?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was that?
All the furtive movements in the vehicle, the way that she was driving the vehicle, the length in the distance that it took her to stop. All those factors.
Okay, and you testified earlier that Ms. Smoot did not make any further movements, right?
She did not make any further movements towards the glove compartment, no.
Okay, did she make any further movements towards the back seat?
I could not answer that question. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, no.
Okay. You mentioned the fact that you located a taser in the center console.
I did, yes, ma'am.
Did you try to manipulate that taser at all?
I did, yes, ma'am.
And did it come on?
Yes, ma'am.
So did it shock? Was
Yes,
a
ma'am.
shock center? So you saw a shock?
I did, yes.
Okay. Were there any weapons located in the driver's area of the vehicle?
The taser was located in the center console. 2 pistols were located in the left compartment.
I'm sorry, were there any in the driver's compartment of the area?
Within the reach of the driver?
Within the reach of the driver?
Yes, the rifle in the back and the taser in the center console.
So the rifle in the back was in reach of the driver?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
How would the driver reach the rifle?
Put her hand just like this.
Oh, she would, with which hand?
With her right hand, ma'am?
Well, what, is it your belief that the driver put the rifle there?
I cannot answer that question. I did not observe her put it there. No.
You did not observe her, did you observe her put the weapons in the glove compartment?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Do you believe that the weapons belong to Ms. Smoot?
What's the relevance of the question? What's the relevance?
Just his.
What you want what he believes, what he thinks, what he's speculating. That he can't, no.
Did you tell Ms. Smoot that you did not believe the weapons belonged to her?
I don't recall what I said to Ms. Smoot, ma'am.
You don't recall it, the sign?
No.
Thank you, nothing further.
Kind of very briefly. What did you do with the car? Or what happened with the car?
The vehicle was still for the scene.
Were you able to determine who owned the car?
Yes.
Who's that?
I believe the vehicle was registered to Ms. Smoot.
Nothing further.
You're across.
But you never looked at the registration?
The registration information will be in the report. If I can refresh my memory, I can confirm that information.
And you never looked at the insurance either?
Ms. Smoot indicated that she didn't have proof of insurance.
Nothing further.
No further questions from this witness.
Thank you, Mr. Now.
In your honor, the state has no further witnesses. Read that.
No for the defense.
Your honor, the state would motion the support for a bind over on counts 1 through 3, which are the ones that pertain to Ms. Smoot. The officer saw the passenger without a seatbelt, got behind the vehicle, saw that it didn't have any insurance. The vehicle didn't stop for a certain period. He saw further movements. When he stopped the vehicle, he pulled out the driver. She was Miranda. Well, first of all, he saw the long barrel gun behind the driver within arm's reach. She was Mirandized and admitted to the taser. Since she was the driver, the presumption is that everything is constructively possessed by her. And it did happen in Wayne County, and he did identify the defendant. So we would ask for a bind over in this case on 1 through 3.
And we would just object to the bind over, Judge. It appears that Ms. Smoot's constitutional rights were violated here. This was just appeared to be a rummage, if you will, for evidence. The passenger was never issued with a citation for not having a seatbelt on. Ms. Smoot was not asked for her proof of insurance. The officer never even looked at the insurance. So we would ask that the court, deny the bind over based on a pretextual stop.
Your Honor, we just say that the car was towed, so if everything would have been discovered as the inventory search. So.
The court having heard the testimony arguments finds as follows. The trooper Armin Harba, Michigan State Police, was on patrol on 5/31/23. He was in the area of Southfield Service Drive in Grand River. That he observed a vehicle going eastbound on Grand River with a female driver and a male passenger. As in front of him, the male passenger was not wearing a seatbelt. Got behind the vehicle, entered the plate to lean. The vehicle came back uninsured. They went to make a traffic stop. The driver continued to drive for another quarter mile before pulling over. And there was a lot of further movement by the passengers in this period. He said the driver kept looking at him. He was behind the vehicle, then he was on the side of the vehicle. And then when the vehicle finally came to a stop, they ordered both of the people out of the vehicle. that they identified the driver as being the defendant in this case, Ms. Cornelis Smoot. That he was present when Miranda rights were read to both defendants by the other trooper. And when they answered as to the understanding the Miranda rights, the court made a determination for exam purposes only that the defendant did receive, understood, voluntarily made a statement. Witness also testified that while speaking to the defendants, he saw the barrel of a short barrel rifle on the back floor behind the driver's seat. He opened the doors, reached in and got it, took it out. And then the inventory search of the vehicle. Ms. Luke did not have a CPL. That he located 2 pistols behind the glove box and a taser in the center console. The taser was operational. He also found an open container of alcohol inside of the driver's seat. The rifle had no serial number. It was a ghost gun. That also Ms. Smoot admitted that the taser was hers. It's a question of fact there. The officer observed the passenger without a seatbelt. Reason to stop. Not only that, when he got behind the vehicle, he ran the vehicle through lane and it came back as uninsured, which is, I mean, that's standard protocol. You used to do that every day. They put it into a gas station, they start running plates. They have the right to do that. Because of the way the system is set up now, if you're insured, insurers are required to report that to the Secretary of State, and those records are kept regularly, and they're kept to the second, all computerized. Then he saw he saw the short barrel rifle in plain view. He hadn't gone in the car yet. He saw it through the window of the car. Once that was seen at that point, and because Ms. Smoot was the driver, the status of the law is that, she constructively possessed everything that's in that vehicle. Everything. The guns that were behind the glove compartment, the taser in the center console, and the rifle behind the driver's seat. So at this point, the court finds that the felonies enumerated in the complaint warrant did in fact occur in the city of Detroit. Probable cause of this charge should be bound over to Wayne County Circuit Court for regular information, which will be June 28th at 9 o'clock.
I'm sorry, what was that date again, Judge? I'm sorry.
June 28th. Sorry. Boxes.